We're gonna do loopy straps today. Let's get to it. I'm gonna show you two methods. I'm gonna show you the initial method where I pound it out with a hammer. Very time consuming. And also gonna show you I bought a machine die cut, which is less time. And I'm pretty sure you can do it on a Cricut. I'm gonna include a link for an Etsy link that you may be able to do it on the Cricut, but the photographs I've seen on the Cricut are very thin vinyl, and I would not recommend these straps with thin vinyl. I really wouldn't. Yeah, my first bag was heavy leather, and this vinyl I'm using is heavy marine vinyl, so I don't know how your Cricut's gonna hold up. I mean, it really needs to be heavy duty vinyl or leather. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, it's pretty noisy in here today, so bear with me. We are going to create the loop strap. It pretty much looks like this, and my loop strap that I do, I also attach solid fabric on each end, but this is the center of it, so I'm going to show you this part of it. I have two different sizes. This is the smaller size right here, and there's two different ways to do this. With the die cut, you can do it manually, where you use a rubber mallet and a plastic board, and then there's also a machine die. Initially, I'm going to show you how to do it manually. So this is the larger size, which is this size here, which I've started over here. This is the 1 inch size, and this is 3/4 inch. So for this bag that I have started here, which you can't see, it's off camera, I'm going to do 1 inch size, and that's the size here. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to cut them manually. And it's noisy, and I've already got this started. I started this on the machine die, but I'm going to show you how you keep your fingers away from it, and you're basically hammering around the edge. Let's see what we got here. This one, of course, now that I did it, there you go. And then I use the scissors for any little stragglers, like so. That's that. And now I'm going to cut that center, make sure the center's in place. There. And then bring it off the die cut. See, I got a little straggler right here. Clip that. Clip that. And here's the piece. Now when you get little pieces like this, you can just, oh, that one came right off. That's what I use the scissors. And there is the piece. Now, I am doing this with vinyl. This is a leather cutting machine, but you can see, even with the vinyl, there's some stretch. Oops, there you go. You can see there's some stretch, but it doesn't stretch any more than that, okay? So then what I didn't do this on leather, because the leather sticks together really well, but I take some double stick tape. I put one on each side, like so. Okay, see how it is there? Can you see that? Oh, here we go. I'll put one on each side. Okay, I'm going to put that one here, and then I'm going to take another piece. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Put this on the other side. Double-sided tape. I always call it double stick. Like so. Actually, this should, of course I did it wrong. Okay. This should go like this. Because you know I always show you how to do things wrong. This goes through both sides. You don't have to use the double-sided tape, but you see how that works, and it holds this together. You see that? Whereas this one, and I don't know how permanent it's going to be, whereas this one, these are a little bit more open. Okay? This one, they're sticking together a little bit better. Okay? You may be able to use some glue, vinyl, rubber cement, but I have this horrible relationship with glue. I get it all over the exterior, but it seems to be sticking. This just gives it an extra sticking. Now, so the next step I'm going to show you is how to do this on the machine cut die. Okay, so this is my my machine die cut, which I invested in after I was hand hammering these things because I hammered my finger. It is healed now, but it takes a long time to hammer these out by hand. And I just, basically I got lazy. But I figured if I'm gonna be making these things, I was gonna invest in this. Plus, just so you know, there's a lot you can do with this little machine. You can spend between, I don't know, about $240 to $350 for this. But as with everything else, we make some investments. So I also got a die cut for tassels, which has not arrived yet. But yeah, there's so many things you can do with this little machine. So, you know, I invested. So anyway, so the tricky part is getting these two little bolts on the side adjusted for the right height. And that was the biggest frustration. So what you do is you take, it comes with this little plastic board, which is like the one I already had. You put your fabric down, then you take this and you put it face down like so. And I'm just warning you, it may not come out right the first time. So I have to stand up to put pressure on it, hit this a few times. Now, if it doesn't come out right, you don't move it when it comes out. So you see how much I do this? But this is a lot easier than hammering it and destroying your finger. So now what I do is I take it out like this. Don't take it off. Don't move this. You just go like this, and you see how it's not all the way through. So what I'll do is I'll move it again, put it back in. Don't move it, because then if you move it, then you got to start over. Okay. Do it again. And sometimes I'll leave it here and just hand hammer it. It's just a lot easier because the hand hammering is, okay, there we go. So I've got a little section right here, and I'll just take my hammer, clean it up a bit. That baby is done. See, there it is. And take my scissors, bring it out. Bring it out. And this does a really good job. There it is. So you see how that that works? Works really well. So that's it. That's how we do it, both with this great little machine. Great little machine by hand. So I'll have links to both this unit and the dies. Now, I don't know how available these are because ever since I made the purple bag, I don't know how, like, I know that this one by itself was still available, but I had gotten both of these together when I initially bought them, both these together. And those were sold out the last time I saw, so maybe they've restocked them. So anyway, that's it. Okay, I wanted to show you how I'm putting these together. So I'm putting, these are the 1-inch size pieces, and I've got 1/4 inch double-sided tape here only on one side for these. It's just easier this way. So I'm taking the side without the tape, I loop it through, and then I'm carefully sticking them over here like so. And then they stick together. And another one, take the tape off. No tape here. Sticking it through so it doesn't stick. And then I'm putting them together over here, okay? And sticking them together right there. All right, now this is gonna be on each end. I'm gonna have fabric here, a strap, a regular strap on each end to secure it. So on this end here, I'm gonna take this right here and do that and sew this piece here to the strap that connects to the strap. I hope you can see this, to the strap that goes around the strap connector. Then this side, I'll open this up, connect this to the strap on this side. These ends actually get sewn securely to the strap on each end, and that's how that will work. All right. Yeah, so that's how that's done. And see, this stretches less when you use the double-sided tape, and it stays secure. So I hope that helps you see how that's done. And this is vinyl. So even though in my purple bag I use the leather, this is heavy vinyl. I would not use this with a thin vinyl. This is pretty heavy vinyl. This is a marine upholstery vinyl. I would use this with this, and I used it with heavy leather, but I wouldn't use it with anything thin. That's it. Okay, what you see here is I've got the two loop pieces of strap, because this is going to be two sides. Then I have on each end of these, I'm going to have regular straps that connect. So I have already put together one of them. I'm going to cut it in half, but I'm going to sew it like a regular strap. I wanted to show you how I do this, and then I'll sew it. So I prepare half of it is the one side of the fabric, the other half is the vinyl for this particular bag. So I have, this is a 1-inch strap, so I have the vinyl side cut 2 inches, the back side I have with double-sided tape. Okay, I've folded it in half, and that's how it is. The cotton, I just use regular cotton, quilting cotton, and then I use grosgrain ribbon. Ooh, and I buy this in quantity from Amazon. This is this 1 inch or 3/4? Hang on, let's see. This is 3/4 inch grosgrain ribbon. Okay. I put it down the center with double-sided tape. I'm going to fold it and meet it like so, and then I will be putting these together. All right, I'll sew both of those. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to connect it to each end here, and I'll stitch it on each end. A couple times I'm going to stitch it back and forth, so it'll have straps on each end, and then it will connect to the bag. I don't know if you can see this. It'll connect to the bag right here, and then I'll do strap ends on it as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stitch this like I would a normal strap. You all have seen this before. Just dawned on me that maybe some of you have never seen a strap put together. So here I am. For everyone that is new to this, I have a line drawn down the center that I can see underneath where this double-sided tape is. I'm pretty sure that all of you have seen a strap put together, but maybe you've never seen Renee put a strap together. Holy moly, guacamole. The highlight of your day. All right, that's my iron. Okay, this is put together. Let's do this. Double-sided tape, because you know, I can. This will be sewn on my industrial. I don't have a problem with double-sided tape. It won't be going down the middle. You know, for those of you who want to know, I use a little bit of oil on my needle, and it doesn't seem to have a problem with the double-sided tape. Okay, so I did not mark the center of this, but I don't really need to. I can eyeball it. So I basically, even if you're not on center, if you meet both of these together, they will be even, if this makes any sense. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Go down one side. Okay. Now, when you do the other side, accuracy is so important. Okay, see, that doesn't look so hot right there. All right, if you meet this exactly to the other side, you're gonna get an even, it's gonna be even. So, it's so important to be accurate if you want it to look professional. Not to say that my bags are professional, but accuracy is very important. I was in construction for so many years that I know that the slightest measurement being off can really mess you up. So, I don't have my glasses on either, so let's just keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, precision and accuracy. Look at that. Girlfriend. There you go. Okay. Now on my other one, I press this, which I don't think I have to. Looks good. So then now we're gonna clip these together. I kind of rub it along the edge. Just clip it on one side, no need to clip the other. Rub it along the edge. Rub it along the edge. Well, aren't you glad you got to watch this today, to watch Renee clip straps together? Has to be the highlight of your day. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, I always vowed I wouldn't be that kind of teacher, because I always thought, oh God, I'm fast forwarding through this stuff, but you know, it just is what it is today. You get all the special stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, these little babies are ready to be sewn together, and yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. That was it. So next on the agenda, we're going into the holidays. My schedule is really full, which I know a lot of you are too. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to film, but I do have some things coming up. Yeah, so it'll be a surprise. I don't know. Why don't you tell me what you want to see? I got a couple, God, I want to do more straps so bad. Y'all want to see more straps? I got so many ideas. So share with me what you want to see. I'm doing a lot more coaching. I'm really focusing on goal setting and growth and goal setting. So if you want to see more of that, how to push yourself and how to grow in sewing as well as in other areas, let me know. So that's it. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it.